everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you've been drawn to this reading, this is literally the only deck that I was guided to use for this particular batch of readings for each sign. So it's called Soul Lovers and Separation. This is for those of you who feel very connected to a person, regardless of where you are at on the journey, more than likely at a distance from one another. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what presents itself here. I am going to bring forward 3 different scenarios. So you get to choose which scenario you're most guided towards, okay? And let's take a look and see, based off of what you choose, if I'm able to tap into your situation, your journey. And if not, feel free to go ahead and, view all of the other scenarios that are coming through for this batch of readings. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Hi there, Sagittarius. So these are your 3 messages. Feel free to go ahead and pause the video to give you the opportunity to decide which one you're most drawn towards. And then we'll get into some messages here for Soul Lovers and Separation, okay? So I'm going to set these guys aside and let's go ahead and concentrate on this message for those of you who have chosen number 1. And like I indicated in the other videos, I deliberately shuffled and purposely did not take a look at what was coming through, so we're all going to figure it out together. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this message for number 1 for Sagittarius. I dream that I will wake up to you, but when I wake, you are not here. I feel heartbroken every morning. I want you here in bed with me so that your face is the first thing that I see each day. So this is a part of their thoughts. This is a part of what it is that they truly are dreaming about, fantasizing about. Maybe you are feeling the same way. They're clearly missing you. They feel heartbroken that they're not with you. So let's go ahead and grab some insight from Tarot and see what we can find out about number 1. All right, here we go. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could also be cross-watching for Sagittarius. All right. They want to wake up next to you. So, it's that reminder every morning that you're not there. All right, here we go. Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Empress. So this might be a masculine who's coming through in this reading for you. And they're telling you that they do think about you, that it hurts them that they're not with you. There's something about the mornings especially, waking up to find that you're not there. They miss you. They think about you. Oh, wow. 8 of Cups. So if we take this for face value, Divine Feminine, you walked away from a masculine. All right, so for whatever reason, we do have the 2 of Swords. So it is an indication, more than likely, there's no progress here. There's no movement, no communication perhaps, no contact. You haven't seen each other. Things seem to be stuck between the 2 of you, but they're still dreaming about you. It still hurts them that you're not there. This might have something to do with a love triangle, a third party. They hurt you. So the way it's presenting itself here, specifically focusing on a feminine that could have been hurt by a masculine, it may or may not have something to do with a third party situation, but it's still hurt. And that's why things are just not moving at this point. We have the Magician. Okay, you could be thinking of Gemini or Virgo here. So what they dream about, they want to be able to manifest in the 3D. Is it possible? It's different for every person. But part of the reason, perhaps, why you guys are not together is because they entertained other people, other connections. So that third-party reference seems to be popping up here, that they had many people that they were considering, and perhaps they just treated you like you were an option here. All right, what else? What else for number 1, Sagittarius? Okay. I feel, for some of you anyway, that we might have had a masculine here who really swept you off your feet. They said all the right things. They did all the right things. You know, could have been a very romantic person towards you, but it just was not enough to sustain the partnership. They could have also been romancing other people at the same time that they were with you, you know, spreading themselves too thin. And we have the Four of Cups here. So part of the reason why this person could be heartbroken and struggling is because they know that they did something here to really compromise the partnership. And it could have resulted in heartbreak, as we can see, a separation for sure. Yep, because we have a disconnection between the two of you. There certainly is distance, but whoever is coming through for you for this message, they are the reason why you're not together, and they know this, and they regret it. They're not in a good mental space, perhaps. We see that here right from the very beginning. They're still fantasizing, perhaps, dreaming about the day that they can wake up next to you. You know, so I kind of feel this person, they're in this mental anguish, thinking if I somehow, you know, maybe reached out, would I even be at a position to be accepted back in, or are they just going to reject me? They're not quite sure. They're kind of tripping themselves out, I feel. It could have also crossed their mind. It's like, who am I kidding? I think it's just, you know, a waste of time for me to reach out. So perhaps they're feeling like you've already moved on. It makes no sense to even reach out. They've lost out. It's their loss. They feel it. And isn't even worth it to try. That's what I'm getting. That could also just be in their head, you know? So maybe Divine Feminine, you don't feel that. Maybe you are actually open to seeing this person and talking to them, despite the history between the two of you. Maybe you've kind of just made peace with it. Maybe you've healed at this point, whatever and however you're feeling, you know? So if you don't actually relate to that Four of Cups, and this could be your person where they have so many regrets, feeling like they missed the chance to work this out with you. But for some, I'm just kind of feeling this for a small group, that when it comes to the person you're thinking about and are in separation from, they're not making a move. We're at a stalemate because they are feeling like you would reject them anyway. You know, it's like, what is the point? I love this person. I would want to be with this person. But if I were to reach out, they're just probably going to reject me anyway. I've missed the chance to fix this. That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling. And this is their fear, exactly. Have you moved on? Have you left me behind? Am I in your rear view mirror? Do I no longer matter in your life, in your heart? And we've got the Strength card. I kind of feel this struggle for this person, that it's a total opposite energy of the Strength card. They don't feel strong at all. They don't feel confident at all. So that's where the stalemate is. They need to be able to find the courage within themselves to feel the fear maybe and just go for it anyway. Because we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming through here. If you guys really are destined to reconnect, it's already in the stars, right? In a sense. And so they could be self-sabotaging that experience, feeling and thinking that it can never be, when in fact it's the total opposite energy. So they've got to just get to the point where they take a chance, because that move, that first step, taking that chance, might actually pay off. That's what I have for number one. All right, so if you relate to that, you know, and if you're not hearing from your person, it could be because they kind of talk themselves out of it, you know? They want to reach out, they want to fix this, they want to do something about it, they want to manifest something with you, and then they talk themselves out of it. It's like, oh no, I'm just going to be rejected, they don't want to talk to me, blah, blah, blah. That could be the case for some of you, but I kind of feel there are those of you who would be like, that's not how I feel. I'd be okay talking to them or whatever. You know, so this person needs to get to a point where they really stop putting up these blocks for themselves, because that might just all be in their head. That's what I've got for number one. All right, so for those of you who have chosen number two, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I deliberately didn't look at the cards as I was shuffling them. So we're finding this all out together. So number 2, here it is for Sagittarius. Your love makes my day, my week, my month, my year, and my life. There's something about the way you love them, and it stands out for them. But clearly we're focusing on 2 people who are in separation. So let's go ahead and find out what that is. All right, angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. You could also be cross-watching for Sagittarius. What is the message, please? General advice, as always, guys. Only take the parts of it that make sense for you and release the rest. Soul lovers in separation for Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or cross-watchers. Look at that. We've got the divine masculine showing up right away. So these words could be coming from a masculine. There's something about your love that you have shared with them. It continues to amplify and build them up somehow. They continue to be inspired by your love. So that begs the question, why are you guys in separation? What else for this message? For number 2. We've got the Strength card. Some of you could be thinking of Leo or even Aries. When I think of an Emperor, you know, this is a masculine perhaps that has the strength, that has the determination to take action and to do whatever is necessary in order to make something happen. So that could be an indication for some of you that we have a masculine who's ready to take action to help either fix something or bring you guys back together. You guys had a difficult breakup though. We have the Tower there. Could have been unexpected, but it was nonetheless quite a destructive energy in the partnership. So whatever foundation you guys had worked so hard to build, it came crashing down. Yeah. This is the next card. We've got the Nine of Swords. So again, this could be a masculine who is going through maybe a dark night of the soul. You know, they're feeling anxious or even depressed. There's a lot of anguish coming through with that type of vibe. You know, maybe they're feeling hopeless, that this is even a fixable situation. And maybe Divine Feminine, you're feeling that. You could absolutely be feeling it. But this could also have contributed to why you guys are not together. It could have been outright cheating or infidelity. Could have been a third party for those of you who relate to that. But it could also have represented some other form of betrayal or deception. It doesn't always have to be a cheating person. And of course, right when I say that, we've got the Lovers card coming through, and this can sometimes represent poor choices in a love connection, and it could represent third parties. So we couple these two things together, and that might have created a Tower here. Could be Gemini here. So it could have been a masculine perhaps that made some choices that contributed to the Tower. Okay, let's see what else. Ten of Pentacles, okay. Financial windfall. Maybe for this masculine, they're doing great in their career. Their finances are on point. But, you know, with the surrounding cards, I'm just kind of feeling that if that part of their life is going well, the part that isn't going so well is how they're handling the separation. Yeah. Because this has the potential for two people to be perfectly matched up. But if there was infidelity here, you know, it's almost like they had something amazing in their life and they just threw it all away. If you've ever wondered if they're thinking about you, 1,000,000,000% they are. This right here represents that past connection that you guys had shared at one point in time. You know, they're remembering what it was like, how wonderful it was before that tower moment happened. So yeah, they're thinking about you. They are remembering the good times, the memories that you guys have shared. This could also be their desire to come back together. Yep. What else for Sagittarius? Message number 2. Whatever cycle you guys were on prior to the separation, that has ended. And this is preparing you now for a new cycle that is coming in. Now, if you're single, if you're on your own, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That could apply to the person that's coming through for you in this reading as well. You know, taking the time to heal from a tower moment is much needed. So just be kind to yourself wherever you are on this journey. I feel it's really crucial for you. All right, what else? Six of Swords, calmer waters. The tower represents turbulent waters. It's nice to see that there will be progression coming through, that you guys will be able to make it past whatever that represents, because that's the lost foundation right here. And so with the Six of Swords, in a way, it gives you another opportunity to rebuild, but there's this need to just move on and leave the past behind because that contributed to that tower. And look at that. Once all of that has been addressed and kind of, you know, it's like cleaning house in a way, just removing what no longer belongs in your life, in your future, that's when things can finally start moving in your favor, I feel. Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's like moving on and walking away from certain situations that no longer serve a purpose. And I feel if, let's just say this was a third-party situation, it could now be telling us that that's no longer a factor. You know, it could have maybe been a masculine that walked away from a third party or infidelity in order to focus more so on the connection with you, Divine Feminine. We do have the Seven of Wands here. I feel, you know, that could represent my feminines, especially if there was somebody else that your masculine was spending time with. That could have absolutely been how you felt. Maybe you felt jealous. Maybe you felt upset, certainly territorial. You know, you've got your guard up here because you've been hurt, because you've experienced that tower. Ace of Swords. I really like this because I'm kind of feeling more of a masculine energy for this particular message. If they didn't know what the heck they wanted before, they do now. And the person that they want is you, Divine Feminine. They really do want to cut out all of the unnecessary stuff that created drama in the first place. And so they're very clear about what it is that they desire here. And they desire you. Six of Pentacles. So when this whole tower situation, when all of the drama and the challenges came forward and happened, the Six of Pentacles is non-existent in that type of situation because it really comes down to two people choosing each other. You know, not choosing each other and then having somebody on the side, you know, waiting in the wings. It's not that type of vibe. You have to be very clear about choosing each other. And I feel that's what this masculine wants to be able to convey in this reading, especially if Divine Feminine, you know, you still have love in your heart for your masculine. You're still feeling their thoughts, their energies, despite the distance and time apart. Yeah, for this one, I'm feeling, even though old cycles have phased out, that's a good thing. New cycles will come in to offer the two of you another chance at love here. That is what I have for that one. All right, guys, so that's number 2. If you chose number 3, let's go ahead and get into some messages. But some pretty powerful stuff coming through for Sagittarius messages. All right, guys, so number 3, Let's see them together. Okay, here we go. I write you messages, then delete them because I just don't know what to say. I'm so sorry because I know that my silence is hurting you. I am healing and trying to find my strength to be honest with you about how I truly feel. So messages, maybe texts, emails, whatever it is that have been unsent. But that is also an indication that they do think about you. So let's see here. What else can we learn about number 3? For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you could be You could be cross-watching for a Sagittarius. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout your message, your reading, and only take the parts of it that make sense for you. All right. So they could be giving you the silent treatment here, or at least it feels that way. But part of their reality is they want so badly to communicate. They're just feeling apprehensive. I feel it's their insecurities that are preventing them from communicating. You know, and also, as it says, they are focusing on their own healing, which is a good thing. I feel that's necessary as well. With this alone, I do feel someday they will reach out to you. This is the first message. We've got the Ace of Cups. So that's what they're focused on. They want another opportunity to come into your life, you know, have that fresh start and give you guys another chapter, a new chapter in love. What else for Sagittarius? So are you open to that? If you chose number 3, would you be open to communication from this person? Ooh, we've got all these cards coming forward. We've got the Devil. Some of you guys might be dealing with Capricorn. You, of course, could have Capricorn in your chart. You've got your own Sagittarius energy coming through with the Temperance. And look at this. We have Scorpio coming in with the Death card. Wow. Wow, guys. So this combination, it's already telling us that you might have been dealing with a person who had other temptations that could actually have resulted in some drama and some challenges, whether it was third party or something else going on. So the path that you guys were on, it was sure to have led down a road where it was going to end, because there was something about it that just was not working. So right now, maybe, you know, this is a situation that might still be going through some stuff, even though you're not together. I feel it's a necessary transformation, though, for the connection. For this person to certainly learn the lesson behind it. So we've got 2 aces, okay? Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, victory right here. And this is putting you behind the wheel of life, so to speak, to be able to have you direct yourself in the direction that you want to go, not just in your love life, but just life overall. This is also giving you the clarity to make good decisions for yourself. Look at this. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Ace of Wands, 3 aces already. And then we've got the 2 of Cups. This definitely has something to do with your love life taking a turn for the better. It's just going to take time, Sagittarius. Since your own Temperance energy, Sagittarius card came forward, you know, it may not happen right away, but it certainly will be worth the wait. This has something to do with your love life. You've got a new opportunity that's tied into it, you know, so I feel it's just a matter of time before they find the courage, really, to just send that text, send that message. Look at this, and then we have the 6 of Wands. I feel if you guys were to entertain a second chance for this particular scenario, you guys would have a really good chance at making sure that it sticks this time, that you guys are actually able to make it long term. 7 of Pentacles. It's for sure telling us that this could be more of a slow-paced occurrence that's coming your way when it comes to this connection. But I don't see that as a negative. I feel it's necessary, because when the time is right, you're going to find out that this person, they're all in. They're ready to do whatever is necessary to make things work, to be able to maybe prove to you that they mean business, that they're coming from a good place in their heart, to be open and honest with you. But it is going to take more time. I feel when they are ready, they're going to let you know that they are ready to commit, you know, full in, able to invest 100% in the partnership. That could have certainly been the issue before, especially if they felt the grass was greener on the other side. They were tempted by other people, you know. So I feel things can certainly shift and change, especially with the Wheel of Fortune right there. So you've got good karma replacing some negative bad karma. Look at this. You've got the Sun that is followed by the Fool. So when it comes to number 3, even though you're in separation, I feel there are better days ahead, happier days moving forward, that there is the opportunity for a brand new beginning for you guys. And so having patience is key. I feel that when it's meant to come to you, it will. So for number 3, I really do feel it comes down to divine timing. That's what I've got for you guys, but it'll be worth the wait. I really do see that for you. So beautiful message eventually coming through for you here. And, you know, you certainly have had your fair share of disappointments with this person. They could have certainly hurt you before, and that's why it ultimately came to an end. And the bottom line is they don't want to lose you. They don't want to be in separation from you anymore. So in time, when they're ready, they will more than likely reach out to let you know that they would like to try again. And hopefully by then, you'll be in a better mind space for yourself also and be able to take that in. All right, guys, so that's what I've got for number 3. Hopefully whatever number message you ended up choosing, that it really helped you, offered you clarity or guidance in however way you needed it. If you are, however, interested in your own personal reading, that info is down below in the description box. I will link all of these decks in the description box as well. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.